So I said this in my Bose Sport Open earbuds review, but I feel Bose is somewhat of a weird company right now. Right now, I really like the Bose NC 700 headphones, but I dread every single time they get a software update because you don't know what's going to happen with them. I really like their Smart Soundbar 300 because I've had zero problems with it, but when it comes to their earbuds, Bose starts to get really weird. Their Bose QC earbuds is something that you would expect from 2018, and their Bose Sport Open earbuds feel like a beta product. But now there are the Bose QC35 Series 2 gaming headset. Now, the headphones themselves are identical to the Bose QC35 Series 2. They look, fit, and perform exactly the same. And that's not a bad thing. The Bose QC35 Series 2 are still a decent pair of ANC headphones. But for 2021, these things are starting to show their age. They don't have the best active noise cancellation because they do have a considerable amount of cabin pressure. They don't have an ambient mode, and they still charge via a micro USB port.
The only difference is that this headset comes included with a detachable boom microphone, it comes included with a PC controller, and it also has this new black and copper colorway, which is very similar to the black colorway of the Sony 1000 XM4s and Sony 1000 XM3s. Now first, I want to talk about the good stuff about this headset, and that's, yeah, this microphone sounds awesome. Now, this microphone does put a slight emphasis on the mids and highs, but nonetheless, my voice is front and center, and there's zero hissing in the background. And for comparison's sake, these are the Drop Pandas with their optional boom microphone. Now, I do feel that this microphone does sound a little more natural, but personally, I do prefer Bose's microphone because they do a much better job of putting an emphasis on just my voice. And for comparison's sake, these are the SteelSeries Arctis One. Now these things go for $100, and these are my daily drivers for gaming. Now just like Bose's microphone, this microphone does put an emphasis on my voice. But unlike Bose's microphone, this microphone does have a noticeable amount of hissing in the background that just isn't there with Bose's microphone. But what's really impressive about this Bose microphone is just the amount of background noise they managed to block out. Because right now, we're simulating a constant low frequency sound, like what you would get from the hum of an AC unit that you might have turned on during the summer. If I stay quiet, they block out a good amount of noise. Whereas with the Arctis One, they block out a decent amount of noise as well, but just not as much as the Bose. And then there are the Drop Pandas, which do let in the most amount of noise here.
So like I said, this microphone sounds awesome whether for gaming or for video calls. But this is where all of this praise for this gaming headset basically ends. For starters, this headset doesn't have any software for your computer so that you can directly adjust your EQ or save gaming profiles like you can with most other decent gaming headsets. Personally, I like raising the bass on my headsets because it's just a lot of fun, but more importantly, I like lowering the highs on my headsets so that they don't get ear piercing when I'm one-clipping someone or for when someone's one-clipping me, which happens a lot more often. Now, you can't do that with the Bose. The Bose maintain their neutral vocals focused EQ. Now, this headset does come included with this desktop controller, but all it is, it's basically just a physical dial so that you can adjust your volume, and you can use this button to cycle between your different levels of monitoring your audio. At the very least, this thing should have been a DAC, but this thing has zero effect on your sound quality. So what I feel what Bose should do is just sell their boom microphones separately for the Bose QC35 or Bose NC 700 owners that want to use their headphones for gaming, or for the people that want to use this microphone to take video calls with, because I will admit this microphone sounds awesome. But just slapping a boom microphone and a PC controller to these headphones and then calling them a gaming headset does feel rather lazy. It kind of looks like Bose is just trying to get rid of old Bose QC35 inventory by saying that they have a new headset, but they really don't. Now, at the very least, this headset does need an accompanying software so that you can have better customization options over it and so that you can save different gaming profiles for different games. And it would have also been great if this headset would have at least been upgraded to a USB-C port. But overall, the Bose QC35s are still a decent pair of ANC headphones, and since they're super comfortable, you can easily game with them for hours on end. But for 2021, these headphones are starting to show their age. Now personally, I wouldn't recommend that you pick up the normal Bose QC35s at their current retail price of $300, and I certainly wouldn't recommend that you pick up their gaming variant for $330. I would only recommend that you pick up the Bose QC35s if they're on sale for $200, which happens a lot these days, and I highly recommend that Bose just sell their boom microphones separately, either for the gamers or professionals that just want to take video calls.
If you made it this far, I guess you enjoyed the video, so hit that like button and get subscribed. It helps out more than you realize. If you want to pick any of the products up mentioned in this video, those will be linked in the description down below, and you can also support the channel by checking out the merch store. But other than that, I'll catch you next time.